Good morning, Yan Caleb. So now I am on and I want to, so am I supposed to go to live on Facebook? So we can. Yeah.
You still drop that I was saying to page.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Yeah. So it says go live.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Sorry, because it's better to just start this thing earlier than for me to go and enter one chance. Okay. Larry, hello. I just want to sort something out. I'm trying to sort the live.
Morning, Denise.
Morning, Juliet.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How's your birthday?
Very nice, thank you. Your flowers and chocolates are very much appreciated.
Gosh. I'm awake now. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I'm actually waiting for one of our speakers. We normally would have started and start chatting by this time.
Hi, Denise.
Hello, Aisha. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. And you?
I'm good.
You look fab.
There's a different surprise for today.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
How are
I like
you?
it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. But this is important to me. I had to find time to still break in and listen to. Yeah.
Today's our good day. Today
Yes.
today will resonate.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm here with Dele.
Prof. Prof is attending for the first time.
Yeah.
Not sleeping. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry, everyone. I'm just waiting for one of our speakers because what happens is I now have to start managing the audience. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to start. Larry, how are you? I haven't said hello to you. It is called the administration before a Zoom meeting.
That's okay.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, good morning.
Gosh, you look very nice. Ha ha ha. See me. Hey, my survivors on the line, they're looking tush, tush, tush. Eh?
We got to do this thing.
Oh, yeah. We're going to enjoy this, haven't we?
So how are you feeling today?
Good.
Okay.
Thinking good.
That'll do. That'll do.
Mm. Okay, I'm starting in 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. What's the time now? I'll struck in on. I'm ready to start. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Denise Ejo, the CEO of Cornwood Cancer Foundation. I'd like to welcome you all to this very interesting discussion from survivors' perspectives. I'm actually hoping that today we'll be able to get some knowledge of how to either support ourselves, relatives, and friends who are going on this cancer journey. I have today in the house Larry Lassisi, and I'm expecting one more person who is a survivor of breast cancer. My story is slightly different, but apparently according to the rules of cancer, I am what you call a cancer survivor. So today I want to welcome firstly Larry into the house. Larry, please say something quickly and introduce yourself.
My name is Larry Lassisi, as Denise has said, and I'm a survivor. I'm surviving. I will keep surviving. A mother of 3 grown-up daughters, ages 29, 26, and 21. And what else?
A cancer survivor.
Cancer survivor. Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking predominantly about cancer from the perspective of someone who has been through it, who is going through it. So let me first ask you, I could have tried to do a poll today, but I'm not very good at this thing. I wish I was. I would have asked everybody if you knew, if you were a survivor, you are going through it, or you know someone going through it. But I haven't mastered this thing, so maybe next time I'll try it, but next I will. If you are a survivor, you will benefit. If you are on the journey, you will benefit. If you are if you are caring for a relative, you will enjoy this session. So firstly, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Denise Ejo, the CEO of Cornwood Cancer Foundation, as I said. I am what you call, I live with cancer. So I'm going to throw something first at you so that maybe we'll start to understand why this is very important to me. I had chemo 2 days ago. And I'm sure you're all looking and wondering, gosh, she looks very good. Really? Really? It's called polishing. I'm having a good laugh. I have to have a good laugh. You have to learn to have a good laugh. You have to learn to have a wicked sense of humor to be able to go down this journey. You have to learn to understand your journey and how this affects you. So today I'm going to be I'm going to show you my journey because I still take chemo 5 years on. And I'm still here, and I'm sure if I walked on the streets past many of you, you would most probably ask yourself, you won't think I'm going through cancer at all. So from my own perspective, I'm actually saying to myself, okay, let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about it from the perspective of a survivor. So first, I'm going to ask Larry, who has had it? She has gone through the treatment. And she has to go through her checks.
Yeah.
So Larry, you're going to be the first, and I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to give you the floor for a few minutes.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Where do I want to start? Basically, yeah, 5 years ago, I think age 50, went for my mammogram, and I was told, long story short, I was told about me having stage 3 breast cancer. But I didn't really take, it didn't really register. And then I had to go through chemo, I had to go through the radiotherapy. And I've developed other things in between, fibromyalgia, angina, think about it. But during this stage, I'm just going to talk about the support that I got, support during cancer. So my support network was really my church, my friends and family. And it was, especially my daughter. My daughter was 16 then. She's 21 now, but she's 16 then, and 16, 17. Yeah, 16, 17. And we just moved home because basically we lost where we were living it was repossessed, and we just moved home, and then we got the diagnosis for cancer. So she became my carer, basically. And you can imagine she had to be my support network. The church was my support network. And then I've got families and friends. And when I say support network, they called me regularly. They were checking on me regularly. They phoned me. The phone calls you get, you don't realize how much it actually helps. For me, it helped me to keep sane. At a point in time, I didn't have hair on my head at all. I was completely bald. I had bed rails that was attached to my bed. So I've got bed guard. I still use it now. I've got toilet guards. I've got the bathroom guard. So I get helped into the bathroom and back because I had a PICC line in my arm. So which means, some people will go, what is PICC line? Basically, it's, I think doctor will explain more. It's a line they put through your arm and it goes straight into your heart, and then hopefully nothing happens to you. But I had to live with that for a year. So it's taking your bath, eating. So they come and change it for me. Every week they change it, they top it, they do whatever they need to do to get me going. But in terms of my support network, to keep my brain and to keep my mindset sane, I focused on God. That's me. It carried me through. But my people, I had friends that dropped food for me. They were cooking for my daughter. I had friends from Australia, everywhere around the world. They phoned to check on me, and that really kept me sane. And even now, it's still necessary. People think you finished your chemo, you finished your radio, and you're okay. Actually, the journey just started. For me, it had actually just started now. I didn't know I could get access to funds, even though they gave you the form, but my brain was not working then. And somehow my cousin introduced me to Dr. Denise, and she helped me in that area where I could put the form together. So it's never too late to ask for support, because I didn't know I could get support in that area in terms of the governmental support is what I'm saying, because we are in this country. But in terms of family support, please don't hide it from them, because I was going to do that. I was actually going to not tell any of my daughters, tell any of my family. I didn't tell my mom, definitely didn't tell my mom. But I told my brother, I told my sisters. But I realized that if I had kept it to myself, then probably I would not be looking like this, or I won't be here today, because it can get on your brain. It can make you depressed. It can't make you, really question your existence. But thank God, I had that faith. I stood on the word. Like I said, I'm a woman of faith. So I stood on the word that the Lord is my shepherd. That helped me. But I went for my treatment. I followed what I was told to do. So yes, you're looking at my skin, but it got darker. My teeth got black. So I had a dentist that helped me there. So yes, my teeth is better now, but it was quite brown. My nails, this is all camouflage. My nails were something good. But this year was 55 years on earth. And I said, I'm treating myself. So I went to do this. And then put a bit of color in my hair. This color is just black, but hey, it's fine. It makes me feel good. So this is my treat for this year. But every year I want to thank God for every day that I'm alive. And I've got some people on this call that they met me they just met me recently, but they've seen days where I'm really weak, tired. So the bones are still hurting. But that support network in terms of people just checking in on you, it's very important. But if you don't speak out, how do they want to check on you? But don't let the things that we need to avoid is, what's the matter with you now? Why? What's the problem? That's not helpful for somebody that is going through this journey. It can make them feel, well, do you think I'm putting it on? Because there are days I am really tired and my bones really hurt. It's still happening now. And I finished the treatment since when? So I'm still here. What else can I talk about? Yeah, I struggle to take my bath myself. So I had people that come in to help me take my bath. I struggle to put my clothes on. They helped me put my clothes on. Even to just having food to eat was quite mundane for me. But I felt I started having OG, which I don't normally have. So in terms of support network, that's my support network. That was what I was doing. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today, my support network.
Thank you, Lanre. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to go back to Lanre at some point so that people can ask questions. So if you have questions you want to ask, please type it in the box. We will answer it. Now I'm going to come to this from a very different perspective. And the reason I'm coming in from that perspective today, I'm going to be sharing my innermost pain. So there are going to be graphics. It's a PowerPoint. There are graphics. I'm going to show you the journey, because this is called Myths and Misconceptions. And I'm going to show you. So I started off with Larry because, you know, we have to start off this thing very gently, or else some people will just be freaking out. But I think we have to say it as it is. And I'm going to be saying it to you today as it is. So I'm going to put up a slide. So let me find out how I'm supposed to do this now, because like I say, me and technology, we know how to embarrass ourselves very well, but we will get there. So it's called screen share, right? That's it. And I'm going to try as much as possible to talk you through this. Please, behind this presentation, just remember how I look today, please. Just remember, and some of it are graphics. And I'm sharing it, and I know that I'm sharing it, but I hope that it will be a tool to help others that are going through cancer or whatever you're expecting. Just know that it isn't that bad, okay? So after I told this, my treatments and the diagnosis. So let me show you the diagnosis, and I'm going to start. See, this thing, it seems as if it's when somebody is 50 that it starts, but that is not supposed to be. So where is my slideshow now? You see, technology now, I can't find my screens. Show slideshow, that's it. Start from the beginning, and here we go. So let's go. Move now. What's wrong with you? You see? Okay. So this was my 50th birthday 5 years ago, and I'll be 55 this year. I'm not yet 55. And my 50th birthday, the first thing I woke up to was I could not see. That is, I woke up and I could not see. So I'm going to tell you how I got to where I got to. So my fears of cancer, the realities and my uncertainties had come to bear. And my biggest question for the first time in my life was, will I see again? Because a major side effect of my diagnosis, I had to have brain surgery. And brain surgery means I could not see. And I was at risk of either being blind, losing my hearing, losing my senses, brain surgery is one of the most interesting surgeries you ever have. If you fill those surgery forms, it tells you things like how does it go? It says you sign off these forms, and basically, when the woman was reading it to me, I said, just write there that you can die, and then tell me to sign it, because everything else you're saying, I don't understand it. There's no need. I was diagnosed 5 years ago with breast cancer metastasizing in the brain, which means, in simple English, I'm supposed to have breast cancer, and the tumors I have are in my brain. I had a headache. So let me go from there. I had a headache, ordinary headache. So I'm going to first say to people on this platform, if you have any persistent illness that is common, you know, stomach ache, diarrhea, constipation, that is persistent, please, 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 don't just sit down and say, I'm taking the diarrhea medicine. There might be something wrong. It's one thing I quickly learned from this cancer journey, which I may not have known prior to this. And I found myself running helter-skelter, being told that I was diagnosed with cancer. And I was told that it was a metastasis. Now, please, I'm not a medical person, so some terms or words, I have had to change them to the way I can explain them in the way I understand it, because medical terms are very, very tongue twisting for me. It's a metastasis, meaning that it had moved for other parts of my body, which automatically means, in cancer people's terms, that you have stage 4 cancer, which to the layman of all of us sitting here today means that you have cancer, you're going to die.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm trying to say it simply. But today I'm actually saying to you, is that really what it's saying? Sometimes you've got to realize you have the ability. You must fight. I can't fight for you. You must fight your journey to survive this, to at least have some quality of life, to at least have yourself finding out who you are and where you're going. First things that crossed my mind was, I was 50 and I had a child in just 2, year 8. What's going to happen to her? Where are we supposed to start? What am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to show you how. So when I'm asking the big questions here, my fears, my reality, and my uncertainties all came together on the day I turned 50. Because I had, on the day of my daughter's 12th birthday, I had my first brain surgery, which was for approximately 4 hours. And that was in September 2016. I'm still here. So nobody should be looking for me somewhere else. I'm here. So this is my first experience. Can you see my head? If you can't see, please close your eyes. These are the scars from the brain. So who you see now, this is the journey. Some people, they say, want to cut hand, you'll be crying. Cry for what? Please, you can't cry. You've got something wrong with they're going to take one kidney or one. I don't care what they're saying. Take it. Just ask, what are my chances? Ask the questions, how does this affect me? Ask the questions, what am I going to do next? Turn to your own God and speak to him and ask him, so what am I supposed to do with this? Please, you cannot sit down and be crying. This is not a crying game. And cancer is going to affect 1 in 2 people as of 2021. So if it's 1 in 2, are you going to be the 1 in 2 that are going to die? Are you going to be the 1 in 2 that are going to say, look, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fast to the last bus stop? Because as you see me, I'm fighting. At least I'm even celebrating today. My people, I'm trying to talk, and I know that to some people it may seem it's going to be hard. This is the photograph of me when I've come out of one of them. But I made it a point. I told them, I said, take these photographs, because if I'm telling somebody I have brain, you're seeing me now, you will not relate this person to this person. I'm sure of that. If you see me on the street, you will not say this is the person that went through this. This is my reality. And after this, I had gone through a second one, which was 8 hours. And I can never forget that day. I was going to have that surgery in the afternoon, and I spoke to my youngest daughter. She was in the boarding house in Nigeria. And I said to her, she said, "Mommy, when is your surgery?" I said, I'm fine. When it's fixed, I'll tell you when it's fixed. I'll tell you when I'm going to do it. Because like Larry says, you cannot be hiding this thing. There are people that like to hide. And then when you find that you can't move forward again, your children are lost because they didn't even know. And they may have benefited more from walking the walk with you, because at least they would have spent the time with you. And she talked to me, we talked, and I said, all right, then I'll call you tomorrow. When I went into the surgery, it was about 2 o'clock. I came out by 8:39. I didn't even realize that my dad, who's about 85, had been called, about 80, had been called by my elder brother to tell him, are you sleeping? You better wake up. Dennis has been in that surgery since 2 o'clock. She hasn't come out. So you better wake up from your sleeping. Don't sleep again. Everybody was like, why am I there for that long? The reason I'd been there for that long is that the location of the tumor at the time was in a place where any mistake, I think it could have affected my eye totally. Right? Because you can see, I can see again. So I had gone back to being able to see again. I'm not going to be showing you all my guru pictures, but I'm going to be showing you some who I am. So I like this picture because I call this the changing look of Dr. D. And I'm going to tell you who is who, where is where. So this was this one in the blue Adire. Can you see my head? Very, very big. This is for anybody who's going through cancer or chemo. I'm giving you advice. Something is going to swell up.
Yeah.
Don't bother. Some part of your body is going to swell up because one of the drugs that they give, I don't know, Larry, do you remember the name? There's a drug they give, and that drug causes you to steroids.
Steroids.
It's the steroids. It causes you to swell up. See my head. This has taken 4 years, 5 years to come back to almost, or it's almost there. It's almost there. It's not yet reached the original status. 5 years. This second picture was when I was on a second set of chemo, because after my brain surgery, the first one, what do you call it? Another tumor started to grow. So that you understand again, I have had 9 tumors removed physically from my brain. I have had 3, I think there's 1 now I'm waiting for the result for. I'm believing God that that one will have cleared. But it seems to be brain tumors that keep recurring. But believing God, we have to know how we're going to work it.
Amen.
So, see my big head? But still, it doesn't stop anything. We have to move on. I'm going to not lie to you. I'm still in active treatment as of today, which means I had chemo on 2 days ago, on Thursday. I've been told that I will be on some form of chemo stroke immunotherapies for the rest of my life. Nobody has promised me life, and nobody can promise any one of us life.
Yes.
Only God. However, we too must try and follow instruction. And when we talk about people that believe God, oh yes, if you want to pray, let us pray. We will know how we will pray together. Those that are very close to me know that. But it doesn't mean God has his own plan. So please understand, our days are numbered. It doesn't matter what religion you are. God's time is going to be his time. And there's nothing you can do about that. Okay? So where are we now? I'm going to the next slide. Let me see. This was another set of the surgery. So that first set I showed you was the one where they cut those scars, you know, those scars you saw. This is another one. This was the most painful experience I have ever had in my entire life. And if somebody had told me this was my bargain, I may not have agreed with them. Okay? And the reason I'm saying that now is because I went through, sorry, something has gone wrong here and I can't see my screen. I went through, so you see my face, I'm sure my face tells you exactly how I was feeling that day. On this first one, they removed 3 tumors using what they call a gamma knife. Gamma knife surgery means that they put this thing, see this metal thing is gladiator's heart. They drill it into your head, drill. First, I thought I had cried for the first part, for the process, and then they will numb the whole place. But when I was time to remove it, because I had to sit on a, you know, a scanning machine, what do you call it? CT scan, that machine, the one that you lie in. Anyway, everybody would have gone through one in your lifetime. When you go through it, I had to lie on that thing for 3.5 hours. And you must not move. Cry? I cried. But the worst part was when I came out and they wanted to remove it. My younger brother was there that day and he just saw me crying and was like, Dennis, is it that bad? Please. I couldn't believe that I was the one. And as I'm talking to you, please, let me tell you, it brings a lot of emotions back.
Yeah.
But the reality was I had 4 screws in my head to remove 3 tumors in my brain. So I'm asking anybody going through treatment, please, it doesn't matter. Try. Please, I'm begging you, try. Enter it. Enter the treatment with your head and believe God. Last, the impact is better than for you to sleep there and say, I'm praying, I'm doing this. Pray, please. I am also going to tell you, pray. But it was hard. This is the first one. A year later, they're coming back to tell me 4 have grown again. And they are doing this thing. Can you imagine how I felt? Are you seeing how I felt? I just was tired. Tired. 4 brain tumors a year later. Oh, what else have I got? God, I don't have anybody else. Because it's not so much that I was going to die. I wasn't even asleep, so that you understand. I was awake while they were doing all this thing. The pain, I was awake. This one was slightly longer because there were 4, so they had to do the beams from 4 different ones. You will say that, oh, okay, everything's fine. No. A year later, another set had grown again. Another one had grown. That's what resulted in the second cutting of the brain. That was 7.5 hours, 8 hours. I am sharing this and I'm sharing it from my heart because this story is not for me alone. Anybody on this platform that is going through cancer today experiences what I'm talking about here. As you're looking at me, I'm sure you'll be asking, what was she thinking about? What was I thinking about? On this particular day, I had got what they called, I had gone into neutropenia, how do you call it? I don't know how you call it, where your bloods and all that were no longer, where your cells were very low. This is my reality till today. Please understand, this is my reality till today. Because when I get sick, I don't have immune system to always fight. So I don't hang around people if you have a cold, if you have a cough, if you have things going on around you, right? I don't, because I don't have that. In this same time, the other one was the sun, not sun, hay fever, allergy, my eyes. Even today, when I woke up, my eyes. And then I have to start putting drops, my dry eyes, these eyes. It becomes your reality. Does that mean you're going to give up? No. Does that mean that God is sleeping and he doesn't love you? No. Does that mean that he's not going to help you? No. Does that mean that the doctors don't know what they're saying? No. It means seek help. Please, I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart because I know this pain. And I'm telling you today, this conversation I'm having is from emotion. I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm trying to explain to you that if you know family, help them. Walk with them, hold their hand, no matter what. And please don't patronize a cancer patient, because unless you are sitting in my chair, you do not know what is paining me. And you can't help me. You can't. You can't help a cancer patient. They have to face it themselves. You can only be there, hold them, encourage them, be strong for them, tell them how anything. As I have seen me, I had chemo 2 days ago. I haven't eaten. I can't eat. The fear of eating nice if I'm going to throw up. Yeah. Immediately I start to throw up, it means I'm going to hospital. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to now have to systematically, thank God, my daughter's around, my children around me. I go and beg them now and they will start working out what, okay, let's see what mom is not going to smell. But that's where we are. It's my reality. And am I going to sit down and say to you, oh, well, because I want to cry? No, I don't want to cry. Oh, I'm going to give up. That lie. I'm not giving up nothing. I'm telling you now, if you're going there, and a lot of people that have been on this platform that know me before, they will tell you, they've been through it. That's the only way we survive this. That is the only way we survive this. This is my last one. This is the bed. Waiting to be told. There was barely any blood there. I don't know whether red blood cell, white blood cell. I don't know which one. It was finished. In fact, I cried because it was an African nurse that was looking after me, and they told her I was neutropenic. And then she went and put all these gloves and was standing and hiding. And I had to call her. I said, did I tell you that I am carrying a disease that kills somebody? What's wrong with you? Don't treat me like that. If that's the way, you get out of here. Yeah. Because I was so pained that in my own pain, you couldn't even have compassion.
Yeah.
I was told nobody could come near me. All of a sudden, everybody had to wear a mask if you wanted to see me. Why? Because, and I had to tell the woman, I understand you are the one carrying the disease, not me. If you carry any disease and walk near me, I'm going to die of it. Like I said to you today, when you go through this, you have to know yourself. When you are down and out, after today, there's no going out for me for 7 days. Because if I step out of my house, I am prone to getting infected. And if I get infected, I'm going to get sick. And if I get sick, I'm going to end up in hospital. And if I end up in hospital, then I'm having a new fight again. Is it worth it just because I want to go out? No, it's not. So those of you with cancer or fighting cancer or battling cancer, please know when to stop. Please, I'm begging you. This is me. If you're going through it, you just have to search for the strength to fight. I live like this. By tomorrow night, I will start running temperature. I will start crying. I will start cringing. My bones hurt almost all the time. And Larry has already said it. If it's not your leg that is swollen, it's your hands that is swollen. If it's not your hands that is swollen, you got permanent headache. It's your normal. Please, it becomes that person's normal. So if you are caring for that person or you are living with it, find ways to make things good for you. I learned one of the things that was very interesting in this journey. I learned to use natural food to solve my problem. These drugs cause your stomach to be pain. I've learned to eat raw okra. It will help my what's it called? The linings of my stomach. It's fine for me. I've learned it. I can drink kale. Like saying okay, what do you call it? Vegetables, vegetable, ugu. We're drinking the water. You know why? because it's the thing that's going to give your blood cells. It's going to give you the blood that's going to help you to repair the ones that have chemo has messed up. So if you sit down there and crying, it's not going to help you. Please, it's not going to help you. Stand up, try, wake up in the morning, help them, tell them to help you to get downstairs or upstairs, or somebody sit down on the chair and drink something, drink a lot of water, and just be happy. Thank God for every single day. Thank God for every single minute. Thank God for those around you. Just thank God that you still are alive. And carry people along. Don't shut them out. Don't decide whether, if they cannot deal with it, then they leave you. That's the truth. Anybody who cannot deal with it or walk with you on this journey, let them go. Don't carry people's baggage, because cancer on its own is baggage. Because at the end of the day, when the thing gets too much, some people will walk, and that's more painful. Because they think that it's about the money, it's about this. It's not always about that. Sometimes all I need is a friend to talk to. Sometimes all I need is somebody to say, can we pray together? Sometimes all I need is, can you just follow me to the hospital today? Sometimes, please, can you help me make okra soup? That's it. Because you can't carry the pain with me. You can't. You don't know how I feel. You don't know what's all about, and you will never know. And may God not let you know, because it's not an easy journey. It's not for the faint-hearted, as we say. Sorry, I have to be realistic. So these are my next steps. I brought my story to you today because I'm saying it from the deepest part of my heart, and I need, in Nigeria especially, my home country, I need you to understand that you have to fight. You have to share with your friends. Let them know. I'm going to post this. Let them know that other people go through it. A lot of people are going through it. I get a lot of people, like Larry said. I've never even seen Larry in my life. Let me be honest. She will tell you, we've never met. But like she said, somebody asked me to talk to her. Let me see how we can support each other. That's what it is. And when I see somebody that needs help, I will send them, Larry, can you support? I have somebody, one of the speakers that is coming on shortly. She's in Nigeria. I call her, please, can you support this person? It's not about money. This journey, a lot of people think it's money. It's not money. It is the person that will hug you when you're crying. It's the person that will be there with you when you're crying. That's what matters. So I want to thank you all, and I want to make you believe that together we can fight. Together we will win. And I've got one more person who has 5 to 10 minutes to talk. 5 minutes to talk. And then you can ask questions. Ask questions. What I'm going to beg everybody to do before I move on. When you ever meet a cancer patient, don't ever come and tell us it is well. Don't come and tell us that everything is okay. It is not okay. It is not well. Don't patronize us. Don't talk down at us. Talk to us as people. So when you see us, don't come and start. We don't want you to cry for us, please, because we're already crying on our own every day. I'm going to spend my night crying. I can tell you that in advance. Do you know how that feels? So I don't need you to help me to add to it, because I know I'm going to cry this night and tomorrow. I know. And maybe Monday. So I don't need an outsider telling me how it is well. Don't tell me about that. Don't worry about it. I know. So please, if you're supporting anybody, just listen to them. Just hold them. Just let them tell you story. If they want to gist about all the things they did in secondary school, just listen. That's it. Please, I am begging all those who care for cancer patients around the world. Please, that's what we want. We want a friend. We want a companion. We don't want anybody patronizing us anymore, because the truth is, nobody can help us on this journey. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you all. I haven't finished. Oh, this is you can follow us on our Instagram page, our Facebook page. We have a website, and we have WhatsApp. So some of you would have got your messages from WhatsApp. We don't normally do that. I don't know, that slide was done by one of my team. So fine, that's our account number, but we don't tend to do that. I want to bring on one more person, and then the floor will be open and I will start taking questions. So, Anastasia, are you in the house? Please say yes.
I am.
You are.
Afternoon, everybody.
Are you Wangele?
Yes,
That's another breast cancer survivor. So you can see that we know they agree. Don't help us agree. We don't agree. So you two must not agree. Anastasia, welcome into the house. Anastasia is also a breast cancer survivor, and she will be talking to you from her perspective. She's going to talk for about 5 minutes, then the floor is open. I'm going to be checking messages now. All right, Anastasia, it's all yours to go.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good to have you here. I'm actually going for a function. That's why you see me all dressed up. Cancer is the dreaded word, as I would say. Before I had it, it's something nobody wants to talk about, nobody wants to hear. One of my support system, Ame Onguna, told me, Auntie, you demystified cancer for me. When I saw the lump on my breast in February last year, I was able to tell my second daughter, because I felt my first daughter's heart wasn't going to be, strong enough to hold the news. I was diagnosed in February last year, stage 2 triple negative breast cancer. And I told my friend, my brother, Joseph, and my daughter, and, they were there for me. I had friends from my secondary school, my primary school. A lot of people believed I shouldn't treat it, I shouldn't go medically. Some wanted me to go the native way. I have a friend, a Muslim, who told me her fast said I must not go for a surgery and all that. But then, I had doctors talking to me, oncologists talking to me from America, from Nigeria. When you're diagnosed first, it's like the world is coming to an end. It's like you're going to die. But then, if you have the right support system, my children were there for me. And I had good friends who were ready to walk the journey with me. And a particular one, Dr. Egosa in America, told the doctors here the treatment. I would say some of our doctors, not all, are so money conscious that, they just want to go in there without really, doing proper investigation. They are all just out there for the money they could get. The first surgeon I met was like, oh, we'll just take out the breast and then 2.5 million. But my friend in America said, no, the kind of cancer you have, if they put a knife on you, it will spread. You have to do something called a neoadjuvant chemo. And I had 4 cycles of it. By the second cycle, my hair had all fallen off. I was bald. And my daughter said, Mommy, I'll cut my hair. It's just hair. And she really cut her hair, We're both bald at that time. I had people that showed me love, calls, and people were there for me. We walk in the mornings after my chemo. The first few days are terrible. I am down. I had chemo burns, and nothing appeals to me. Someone was always coming in with a caterer to make what she felt I could take, and there are different meats to eat. In Nigeria, people will tell you eat pepper. I started having sores all over my mouth because my immunity was low. But my friends over there would say, take ice cream. If you know you feel like eating ice cream, take ice cream. A lot of people will tell you what they believe. People that haven't even walked the journey, that haven't been there. They just assume and tell you what they think you should do. People told me, don't eat rice, don't eat potato, don't eat this. But those are the things you need. You need to be healthy, to be able to fight your chemo, because the chemo is not easy. The drugs are so concentrated that you have to be strong, you have to eat well to be able to stand it. My doctor told me some people, once they take the first shot, it goes to hit them in their brain and they pass out. So you have to be strong. Those things they told me not to eat were the things I really needed to help me on the journey. And, I'm standing here today after my mastectomy. You won't know that, if I dress up, you won't know, except maybe when you come into the house, if you are close and you see that I am naked, yes, then you know. But it's not a death sentence. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I hold my head up and, I'm proud and I'm ready to walk the journey with anybody because people were there for me. It's not a journey you can walk alone. You need all the support system. Dr. Dennis, I'm very proud of you. In her journey, she went back to read medicine so she can help people. And I have been learning a lot too. I have had course to assist one or two people. You need all the funds, you need all the love, you need all this, everything. Cancer is not an easy thing. You have to go for your periodical tests, for your checkups. Sometimes, I feel so tired. I don't want to do anything. This morning, I was telling my friend, she's all over me. She wants to give me this. She doesn't want me to carry my bag. I said, no, I can do it. She said, no, Anne, you just be there. Walk and follow me. I'll carry all the bags. I said, no, So I think if you have love, the basic thing is love. If you have love, you'll be able to fight it. You have to fight. You have to fight it. Cancer is no big deal. And I pray every day that the cure for cancer will come in our lifetime. Polio was a disease that was killing people. Now, polio has almost, if not been eradicated. And so I know we'll live to see that day where cancer will be eradicated. Don't pity us. We don't need your pity. Just walk the journey with us. And hopefully, there will be a cure to cancer.
Thank you, Anastasia. Sorry, let me correct something. I don't have a medical degree. I have a PhD in education. And I'm graduating today. Against all the odds. I'm going to say something here now before anybody asks question. You please put up your hands if you have a question now. You are nothing you want to do, whether you have cancer or not, do it. You want to go back to school, do it. If you want to sit down in your house and be typing and making clothes, do it.
Yes.
Don't sit down and say because I have cancer. Follow your dream as if it wasn't there.
Yes.
Follow your drive as if it wasn't there. Sorry,
doctor. A quick one. Sorry, I forgot this. A lot of people who want to sell these herbal drugs, they will tell you if you take these drugs, it will melt the lump and all that. They have killed a lot of people. I tell people, especially women, if you have fibroid, if you have a lump, go and see a doctor. Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't pray. Prayers really helped me because prayers made the doctors here work with the doctors in America. But please seek medical care. That is the only way. Chemo is the only way. A lot of people told me not to do chemo. They said I should eat carrots. How many carrots will I eat? How many carrots? They said don't do chemo. Yes, I know chemo has its own side effects and all that, but please seek medical attention. That is the only way to go about it.
Larry, you have something to say?
Yeah. Oh, wow. No, I'm just listening to Anne when they said she should eat carrot. Sorry. That's just serious. Anyway, I just meant to just add on to the bit that you're talking about your health. It does matter eating healthy, just don't wait. You don't have to wait till they tell you cancer anyway or any disease. Just have a healthy lifestyle. I had to change everything about the way I eat, the way I, everything. I cook, everything. I had to change. My mindset was focused on, I am going to get over this. I am going to survive this.
But that is the answer, though. Yeah. Your mindset.
Yeah.
So it wasn't to do with anything else. It's your mindset.
My mindset. And it works both ways. So I wake up with, I am going to be okay. So what your children or your support network, the face they see also helps with the way they support you. Yeah. Because they come in, even my head was patchy everywhere. But my daughter would go, hello, mommy. You know, we were making jokes with it. Mom, this is your hair. Do you want me to ask? Don't touch my hair, please, just leave me. But you know, it's there. It's not going to go anywhere. Yes, I needed the support. I had people come in. They would sit with me every Saturday. She would just come in. That's our own. She'll come in. The people that take me to the hospital and back. Yes, I could not eat. I could not, like they're saying, the bones are still hurting. We still have things going on. But if we just want that support, and also please speak out. Speak out. It's not to death. If I kept quiet, honestly, I probably would have been gone today. Because I had other things that happened before the diagnosis came in. So you can imagine depression, everything can set in. But I said to myself, no way, this is not going to take me. I'm going to see my grandchildren. I am going to walk the walk. I am going to be beautiful. I look at the mirror, I'm beautiful. My baldness is beautiful. I even started doing because I do makeup and hair anyway. I make up, I glam myself up just to make me feel good. So yes, this is makeup this morning and the computer is doing a good job. So that's fine. I'm enjoying it.
I think all of us are doing that. We're making progress. We have had to learn to do makeup. Some of us have never done makeup. Anyway,
yes. My eyebrows, they think about wherever
that one is
very in your body.
Nothing will go like this. Nothing.
I'm trying quickly type in.
Is there any way that those of us who are friends to you, who are associates to you, can we have that kind of a group that people who have cancer can call upon, that these are the people that you know about people who have cancer and can help? I put up my hand to say, I am willing to be a volunteer to actually work with people in a group who can come up and be maybe cancer friends, like it's called dementia friends. So I don't mind, we can say cancer friends in different parts of the world. And we can share knowledge on how to help and relate with people who have cancer, knowing that we have listened to what you have also shared here. Secondly, I know that this one is a medical terrain and it's not an easy plane to travel, but I am a massage therapist. And in my massage therapy, I do sports massage. Sports massage is very related to the medical arm of massage. I did it in the UK, my certification. So I know how sensitive massage is on the body. If for any reason, I know that after surgery, after a while, you can't do massage. If for any reason that can be of help, I would like to know what kind of help I can also give in that aspect of what I can do in this type of environment.
Can you please reach out to us? I put up a phone number somewhere on on the slide. I'll try and put it back on. And then if you just either send us a text or something, we'll get in touch with you. We tend to have a lot of people that help out, to be very clear. Anastasia will tell you that is how I don't know Anastasia. So quite a lot of people here I don't really know who are cancer survivors. But this platform has brought us together. So anybody that is wanting to be part of us, we are very open to welcoming you. Send us a message on any of our platforms and we will get in touch with you to where we have people that need your help. So what we do, Anastasia will, or Larry will tell, there are other people that don't know, I'm trying to look for them. Not everybody's on this one, but depending on what you want, we'll find who is near you that can help you. So that's the way it goes. So thank you very much for the offer. Please just send us a WhatsApp message and we will get in touch. Thank you. Any other comment? Any other?
Doctor, just to let the lady know as well, she was saying something about Commode. It's a platform for cancer survivors. So we do have different, like I've got a platform where I do just cancer awareness on podcasts, but Commode is for cancer survivors. So if you are somebody, a cancer patient, or you need support, just reach out. And then she will signpost you to who needs the support. Does that answer your question as well, Dr. Annie? Sister Annie?
Yes, yeah.
Because you were asking if there were other platforms, you were saying something about Cancer Friends. I'm just saying we do have, where we do have all these different platforms as well, where people come to us if they need support, or they can, share their experience, or whatever we can do to help each other. Hence the reason why I'm even here. Do you get? So that was one part of the question. Dr. Dennis didn't hear you. That's why I said I should say that. Is that okay?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Any more comments? My internet.
Yes, Dr. Dennis.
Yes, yes,
hello, Dr. Dennis.
Yes.
Yes. I forgot to mention this. Sometimes we don't need negative people around us. I don't know if it had been mentioned.
Yes,
I joined in. Yeah, okay. Because there was a particular friend of mine. Whenever she calls me, I always cry. And my daughter was like, "Mommy, stop receiving her calls. I'll talk to her." She was always telling me things that she made me see death. I was telling at any time she calls me, it was like that was the end of the world, for me. And so we don't need people like that around us. We're human beings. Cancer is not a death sentence. That's what I would say. It's like malaria. Yes, I would say that now, by the grace of God. So whatever you can do to encourage the person, please do. Please do. And if you know anybody who has anything, in my journey, I have had cause to assist some people to go for mammogram and all that. We found out it was nothing. Some have died in the process of our treatment, and but we can still survive it. 70% of us survive.
Okay.
Sarah, you have something to say, so I will can you unmute yourself and I will put your hands down. I'm about to end this now because it's 1 hour, we're going past. So Sarah, go on.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your stories, beautiful sisters. My question is a quick one to Dr. Dennis. So you said something about you had constant headaches,
Yeah.
and So did you have any other symptoms as well, or was it just the constant headaches?
Just the constant headaches.
And how long did it take you before you decided to maybe give your GP a call to notify your GP about it?
Okay, to be very honest with you, I was in Nigeria.
Right.
The reason I got to realize was when they did all the tests that had to do with blood pressure, you know, there's a series of tests that they tend to follow. BP, I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor of
That's
book, not
another.
doctor of medical. So blood pressure, there's some things they do. They do all these blood tests and all that.
Vital signs.
Vital signs, all that.
Vital signs,
They said there was nothing.
Your blood count, everything.
What then happened was, because by the time I even came into the UK, I said the consultant at A&E said there was not, that they should give me painkiller to go home. I told them I'm not going anywhere again. I am not going anywhere. And that was the best decision. And luckily, the A&E doctor that saw me now said, this woman must know what she's talking about. Just do a CT scan.
Right.
And then when they did the CT scan, I didn't come from downstairs. I was upstairs. I didn't get down before they had called them to say, no, there's something funny there. And then they called King's College. So that is how, but the truth was, I was actually originally diagnosed in Nigeria.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and it was headache. It was headache, but it was a persistent headache. And it was very funny because it would be very bad, then it would stop. I'll have a migraine, then it would stop. But then there was a point where, and the time I knew there was something wrong was when I now could not see. One side of my eyes does not see very well.
I could support.
In fact, it's now better. I can see this hand up to a point from the side.
Yeah.
But I couldn't before.
Wow. So how long was that? Sorry, Auntie Larry, how long was that? Like the time frame between obviously when you got diagnosed in Nigeria and when you came to the UK and then started, they obviously spotted something.
48 hours.
Really? Oh wow. Okay.
Because I went to my GP and I wasn't walking straight. They told me stand on a straight line. I couldn't do it. So as soon as I couldn't do it, they said, oh, there must be something wrong. They didn't go through all the other tests. So they said, I said my problem, but I already knew. The only difference was I was told in Nigeria that it was something very different. But the warning they gave me was correct. So I'm not going to rubbish anybody. The truth is that they told me I was very sick and I had cancer.
Right.
That was when I learned to understand that even if you have a tumor, if you have cancer, if you have one tumor, if you have a singular tumor in your brain, it can be cancer. Cancer of the brain. If you have multiple tumors in your brain, it's a metastasis. See, me to have learned this, so I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, you learn over time as well.
Circumstances.
Right, doctor of circumstances. Thank you for sharing that, man.
I just had to support that because with me, I was just fatigue, headache, constant tiredness. But I just put it down to I was just tired. I didn't even know I had a lump. That's the point. And I was a grade 3 triple negative, going grade 4. So I didn't even realize I had any tumor. I was just always tired. The headache was constant, always there. And
like I said, if you recall when I started, I said it's what is common illness that is actually the issue. It's not something that you think came out of the blues. It's something that you are used to. It's like having a headache all the time and just taking baths. Now, to look at it very carefully, I've just told you in this cycle, I've actually done a PhD, just showing you that all I do is like to study, right? So I work with children. I am a teacher, first and foremost, before anything else. So to me, children give you headache, right? So it didn't mean anything. I mean, if children scream around me, I'll be very honest with you, no matter how much noise a child makes around me, I don't hear it. No. The only time I hear it is if you say something inappropriate or something I need to correct or something. But outside of that, children are allowed to shout and make noise because I'm a teacher. That is my job. They must express themselves so I can correct them, not an outsider correcting them wrongly. So you get what I'm saying? So looking at it from that perspective, my job was the reason I wouldn't have seen it. The day I went into a car in Palomo, I can never forget. And next day, I saw myself next to a car, just about to jam it in. I was like, I didn't see that car. Wow. And it was then I knew that, yes, alarm has blown. Something is good. But I had been going to doctors and all the signs were Nothing, because I don't have high BP. I don't have blood pressure. I don't have all those things. Even till today, I did my scans last week. You can't say kidney is functioning, it's not functioning. No, they are all functioning properly. But the brain and the body are not, and me and God are all fighting together.
Thank you for sharing, ma'am.
I want to thank everyone for coming on board today. I want to thank you all for being part of this. Dr. Nkiru, I saw your message. I have read it. I'm going to look for your contact from behind and come back to you. So let's have a chat, please. We do work with the National Cancer Society in Nigeria. We're partners with them. And Dr. What's his name has just left the forum, and he did say he had to leave.
You've got somebody, Alaba.
Yeah, Alaba will talk here. And then the cancer advocacy in Nigeria, we partner with them. We partner with quite a few people in Nigeria in helping us to promote what we're doing. And over the next 6 months, we still have targets we haven't met, and we are driving it. But our fundamentals, I'm telling everybody now, our fundamental drive in cancer in Nigeria is cancer awareness. We're not doing treatments, we're not getting into anything because we know that we'll get lost, but we want every state in Nigeria to at least have some signposting to any government center that does cancer treatment. That is our fundamental drive. And by the grace of God, we will achieve it. We don't care how, but we know that God will make a way because we're trying to work for the good of other people. And we know that we will reach out to people. In Nigeria, I'm very concerned that there is, unless you're in very specific states or you're in very specific, or where a cancer survivor is really trying to push it, there's really not enough being advertised on how to find help in Nigeria. But we will all work together. We're all working together. There's a lot of discussions going on. There are lots of cancer foundations in Nigeria that are helping people, and we are partnered with them. So if we have people that need help, we do reach out to them and we share it on our platform and we talk to them. Now I've got one more person that's going to talk, and then I'm closing down for the afternoon. So say a very big thank you. Alaba, you have to unmute yourself, please.
Hi, I just wanted to ask if you could post the numbers and the Commode Cancer account on the WhatsApp for Commode Cancer, so that it's easier for us to pick from there.
On the, where am I supposed to post it?
On the
Commode Cancer WhatsApp, where we got the link for the meeting today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, our okay, I get what you meant. Yeah.
So that it's easier for people to pick than going to look for it on the website. So the numbers and the account details.
All right, let me just do something. See, we don't tend to normally send this like that, but hold on a minute. I will ask Caleb, are you on? Caleb, can you send the account number to everybody that registered online on this platform today and put it on our Facebook accounts, yeah? Our Facebook and Instagram. No, don't put it on our Instagram, please. Don't put it on our Instagram, please.
WhatsApp.
Huh?
WhatsApp.
Yeah, he's here. He can get on the WhatsApp. Yeah, he will send it. Yeah, Caleb is on.
Okay, I will send them via WhatsApp.
All righty, thank you very much. Sorry, I don't normally. I have been doing this for over 1 year. I do not want this, and I keep getting my friends telling me. But anyway, thank you, Alaba. I'll do it this time. Bye you. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon. We have had, I think, a good time. I hope that you will share. Hoping that Caleb in the next 1 week will be able to put this video onto our switch off your volume. I hope that you're going to be able to watch it on our YouTube channel, and I think it's on Facebook Live, so it will be there for people that want to watch. You can direct people to the post to go and watch it and share it with others. The fundamental reason for sharing it is for us to be able to create an awareness and let people know that even if they need help, we're here. We'll try. I'm not saying we can do everything because we can't, but we're in organizations in Nigeria that help. I do know we have helped quite a lot of people with getting the right people to talk to for diagnosis. Depending on where you are, we can always find people. Next month, we will be talking about liver cancer and colon, no. Liver and kidney, no.
Prostate.
What?
Prostate.
No. We have done prostate. Caleb, what's the second person? What's the second one we're doing? Liver and
Lungs.
Huh? Liver and lungs. We're doing liver and lungs in August 2021, and we have Dr. B. I call him Dr. B because it's a double barrel surname. He will be speaking, and he's based in University of Port Harcourt. He's an oncologist. So anybody that has people that have friends and family who want to hear about lung cancer or liver cancer, which is also a high killer in Nigeria, he will be talking about it and directing people onto where to get help. I want to thank you all very, very much for joining us today. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for listening. And I want to thank God for your own lives. No matter what your journey is, please remember, together we fight. Together we win. Just always seek the right advice. Nobody's stopping you from believing God, but don't let that distract you. God is still the center of it all.
Amen.
Thank you very much for joining us. It was nice seeing you. You can follow us on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our WhatsApp, our YouTube channel, and I think our website has information for you as well. Have a fantastic weekend while I go and get ready to graduate. I've been holding it back for almost 1 year. I graduated last year, and I thought I would be able to go live, but the point is it didn't happen. And so I'm going to just wear my gown today. So those of you that see me,
Congratulations.
With the doctor hat, that horrible looking hat today. I will wear it. I will wear them. I know shaking. And I'm telling you people, a lot of you that are looking at me, in this house cancer, I've had 2 grandchildren. No. Fight. Fight. Fight, please. Fight, please. Fight, please. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Glamour.
Congratulations.
Enjoy your graduation.
Congratulations, Denise.
Thank you. Aisha, I'm going to call you later.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations, Dr. Dennis. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Mr.
Thank you so
Suleiman,
much
for being
sharing.
on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dennis.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dennis,
Sarah.
coincidentally, Suleiman and I
Thank
grew
you.
up
Bye.
together. He's my brother.
Are you serious?
Dennis, yes, he's my younger brother, and we worked together.
And you didn't tell him, and he's the one helping us to. In fact,
I told him, oh, he knows. Oh, he knows. I told him.
No, you don't collect 0. You don't collect 0. Thank you, Mrs. Suleiman, for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Edila.
Bye.
Dennis, congratulations.
Enjoy your graduation.
I go enjoy them. You go and enjoy wedding.
Senior
Yes,
Aisha
yes.
Diko. Where is she? She has gone.
Wow.
I like that blue hat there.
Yeah, I was just going to. No, is that a hat? It's not a hat.
That's a gele now.
Yeah, it's gele. It's not hat too.
No, it looks like a hat. No, it look at Rosemary's own as well.
Rosemary Terrible. Yeah, that is beautiful.
Wow.
Yes, we are attending the same function.
It's a gele, it's not a hat, oh.
It
looks like a hat, does it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves.
Rosemary is actually the
Thank you very
person I
much.
said has been carrying my bag and doing everything. She's the
Oh,
one.
thank you. Well done. Thank you. Did she tie your gele as well?
Yeah.
Somebody tied our geles.
I need that gele, that Rosemary one. That is that material.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
We'll look into it.
Consider it done.
All right.
Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely
Bye.
party.
Enjoy your day.
I will.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Anastasia.